Welcome to Stitches. Are you ready to start knitting? Today we're going to get started on this little bunny. This is going to be in garter stitch. Garter stitch means that we will be knitting both the front and the back side, which is what gives us this kind of ruffled edge. So this is garter stitch. We're just working on the knit stitch today. If we want it to be smooth, we would use stockinette stitch. This little bunny is done in stockinette, and we'll do him next. After we learn the knit stitch, we can learn the purl stitch, which we can make this cute guy. Anyway, so you need to have your supplies. Today, all you need is a pair of knitting needles and some yarn. That's it. Later on, you'll need some more things, but today it's just yarn. This is Karen Simply Soft, and some number 6 knitting needles. If you don't have your supplies yet, you can check this video right here to find out all the information that you need along with the supply list. So, ready to get started? All right, our first step whenever we knit is to cast on. We've got to get stitches onto our needle. Now, if you have had a chance to have somebody else cast on for you already, awesome. That's great. You can skip this part and I will teach you how to cast on in the next project. But if you don't have someone to teach you that, then we're going to have to learn it today. So my favorite cast on is a long tail cast on. It is one of the most versatile cast ons that I know of. It's used in tons of projects. And so it's a great place to get started on because you will use it over and over and over again. The challenging thing about a long tail cast on is to figure out how long your tail needs to be because it has to be long. A basic rule for how much yarn to use when you're casting on is about 4 times the width of your project. Our project is about 4.5 inches wide, so about 16 to 18 inches would be about right to give yourself a nice comfortable tail as well. About 30 inches seems to work pretty well. So that's what I'd recommend. We'll measure that out, but I'm going to tell you a secret. When it comes to knitting, most people I know do not actually measure this out. It can be handy to do, but honestly, we often just guess. And sometimes it works for us, and sometimes we have to do it again. But either way, it's not usually a big deal. And then give yourself some extra because you actually want to have a nice long tail at the end. And by long, I mean like 5 to 7 inches. That way, when you're finished, you'll be able to weave it in, and that will give you a much less chance of anything unraveling. So, to start with, you're going to find where you've measured it out. Get your middle part right here, and we're just going to grab it on our needle like that. I'm going to hold it down with my finger so it doesn't go anywhere. Now I'm going to make kind of a tent. So I'm going to have over my thumb and over my finger like this, and then I'm going to grab it. Do you see that? So I've got it right here. My hand is just holding it together, and I have it on each side. Now I'm going to pull it down like this, and now I'm just going to go up against my thumb, and then I'm going to go over my finger, and I'm going to grab that loop, this one right here. I'm going to pull it back through this, and now I'm going to let go of my thumb. And while I'm letting go of my thumb, I'm going to pull it with my thumb, and I am ready for the next stitch. So down, we go up and over, grab this one, through the thumb loop, let go of the thumb, and through. And we're up to 3 stitches. That first one, you get 2 stitches. After that, you get 1 at a time. Now, say you drop it for some reason, which just about every new knitter does. Now, how do we fix this? Where do we go? This is something I see a lot. Is people come up with this, or they come up with this, and neither works. What you want to do, if you've taken it and put it down for a moment, you're going to pick it up, and you're going to put it between your thumb and your finger. Then grab those with the rest of the strands with your 3 other fingers, and you're ready to go again. Just make sure this is in the middle. So we go down, go up and through, and keep going, up, through, go up, over, bring that through, grab it, bring it through, and just like that. And that is how we cast on. Now at this point, I'd recommend that you pause the video for a moment, and I want you to cast on 28 stitches. Now a stitch is each one of these loops that's sitting on your needle. So if we count them right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then I'm going to keep on going. All right, now that we have it cast on, the next thing to do is to learn the knit stitch. Now, I love to use a little rhyme when I'm working with kids. I think it's fantastic and helps me remember my stitches when I was first learning, and I found it to be really helpful for a lot of people. So here's how it goes. Under the fence, catch the sheep, back you go, off you leap. And then I make them repeat it with me. So, if you can, repeat it with me. Under the fence, catch the sheep, back you go, off you leap. Under the fence, catch the sheep, back you go, off you leap. Now we'll be learning in continental. So the yarn is going to be in my left hand, and I'm going to wrap it around my pinky one time, and then it goes over my finger like this. Now I have it sitting just like this. We'll move it up towards the tip a little bit. And to start with, I'd recommend just watching and then give it a try. So, under the fence, catch the sheep. Helpful to grab that right now. Back you go, off you leap. Under the fence, catch the sheep. Back you go, off you leap. Under the fence, catch the sheep. Back you go, off you leap. Under the fence, catch the sheep. Back you go, off you leap. Under the fence, catch the sheep. Back you go, off you leap. You're just going to keep going until you finish the row. Now, and when you're starting, you're probably going to want to have your finger right here to help you. When you get farther, more comfortable, you won't need to do that so much. But to begin with, it's really helpful to hold on to your stitches. So just keep going. Oop, I split a stitch there. Also, when you notice that your stitches are getting too far from your needle, just kind of push them forward. So we keep going. Under the fence, catch the sheep, back you go, off you leap. Almost to the end of the first row. How is yours going? Have you gotten started? Under the fence, catch the sheep. Back you go. All right, one stitch left. Now, there we go. So now we're going to take this, we're going to trade hands. So now this side is going to be in my left hand. Twirl it around again, and I'll go under. Now, I'm just going to keep knitting. So I'm going to grab this one, and I'm going to knit it. Now, what happens sometimes when knitting is that our edges get really kind of crazy. In fact, I'll go back, fix this one. So a way to fix that, because sometimes these loops on these edges just get a little bit bigger. So what we can do is we can slide that first stitch just like this, slide it right off and pull it, and just start knitting. You don't want to do that on your very first row, but after that you can. Some people like to do it this way, some people don't. It's how I keep my knitting nice and tidy, but I know other people who are horrified by the idea. So it just kind of depends on what you like. So from here, you're just going to keep knitting. What I would recommend is that every so often you count your stitches. Remember, that's these loops here on the top. Just count them. We want to continue to have 28 stitches. Now, if you have too many stitches or too few stitches, chances are something went wrong. And in the next video, I will talk to you about what to do. If you are really feeling confident and you keep going, that's awesome. But stop when you hit a square. So once this length is the same as your width, that is where you're going to want to stop. I'll see you next time.